So released on this day, but depending on what part of the world you're in, the swan song by the classic Fountains of Wayne, Sky Full of Holes. Now, from what I can gather, this album was released on July the 20th in Japan, it was released on the 1st of August in Europe, and it was released on the 2nd of August in North America. What I remember about this album coming out, I heard it slightly differently to how I had kind of ingested music at that stage, because I think they put it on either Facebook or MySpace. They were dropping tracks on each day. So I got to listen to this album and build it up. Sadly, Adam Schlesinger no longer with us. He was one of the first victims of the COVID pandemic. So this is definitely going to be the last studio album by the boys. And it's kind of a bittersweet ending to their career, because Adam and Chris Collingwood, the songwriters of the band, they weren't getting on by the time they recorded this album. They were butting heads. And I think it was the classic musical differences. I think Adam was quite happy continuing writing the kind of light-hearted, jokey songs that the Fountains of Wayne were known for. But at this stage, he was so busy. He was producing other bands. He had other bands on the go. He was writing musicals. And Chris wanted to write more kind of serious-sounding songs, which the title track, Sky Full of Holes, I think is a song written by Chris, because it's a lot more kind of like darker undertones to kind of what they've written to up until this stage. But a very, very good record. And obviously the trouble with being a Fountains of Wayne fan is whenever you tell people you like the Fountains of Wayne, people go, oh, they're the people who had that one-hit wonder, Stacey's mum. Well, no, they didn't, for starters. They had another very successful song called Radiation Vibe. If you haven't heard that, you should go and listen to it now. And they also were a quality studio act. Their songs were so great. Obviously, there were light-hearted ones on there. Stacey's Mum, as we know, was a massive hit. But there's other songs on there. Welcome Interstate Managers is one of the greatest albums ever released. Fact. And I will go into that in more detail at some point. But a sad ending, but a strong ending to this album by the Fountains of Wayne. And if you haven't heard it, go and give it a listen to now.